Dr. Alex Tosin Ideh, the journey so far. Who is Dr. Alex Tosin Ideh?
Born 70 years ago, precisely on the 10th of December 1952 in Yaba, Lagos, where a family of 6 boys and 1 girl. We lived where I was born precisely in a place called Government Quarters in Yaba, Lagos.
His father, Josiah Omasan Igbaino Ideh Onya, was born in 1918 in Ubege Town, Warri North Local Government of Delta State. His mother, Clarice Newi Ideh, was the daughter of Chief Biyaga Afemi, the legendary court clerk in Ugbonodo. The couple gave birth to Dr. Alex Ideh on 10th December 1952. His parents were not particularly rich, but he and his siblings had a wonderful upbringing.
My parents were not particularly rich in that sense. They were rich in terms of discipline and imparting on us the values of life. We lived in a cramped 1-room apartment, which I'm sure is about a third of this my office. There were a double-decker in the bedroom, and then the parents had a bed on one side of it. And even with us children, we still had relations who were staying with us. There was no dining table. Food was placed on the floor, and on Sundays when it was time to eat rice, we all sat around the big tray of food. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think we used spoons. We shared the piece of meat that was there. Today I see meat I can't even eat. But then we went at this meat and we gave the youngest of us to share the meat. And they will share it so equally that you have to look properly before you pick your own. You know, that was the kind of thing. That was how we lived. So we lived together, and that togetherness is what has kept us as a family.
Educationally, Dr. Alex Tosin Ideh's story is very amazing and interesting, and it began in the year 1958 while he was 6 years old.
I went to the public primary school, St. Patrick's Catholic School in Yaba, Lagos. Opposite our school was, Our Ladies Convent and Primary School. That was the school for the rich. We were in the very public one, in fact, wearing shoes to school was unheard of. None of us wore shoes. We just went to school like that with our bare feet. You understand? And breakfast in the morning when we were going to school was like a penny. You took a penny and there was a man across, there was a lady, that we used to call Mama John. She was also in government quarters there. She was the place where we all go to eat. And you bought a half-penny rice and a quarter-penny meat. And then that was it, breakfast, and we were at school. I got into primary school in 1958. I was 6 years. At that time, going to primary school, you had to try, in fact, it was not even by your age, because even when you go to class, they'll first of all tell you to try and see if your hand can touch the ear on the other side, But because my mother was a nurse, as soon as I was 6, I went, to primary school.
At primary 4, he wrote and passed the entrance examination to secondary school.
I'd done the entrance, to secondary school when I was in primary 4, and I passed. I passed to Anglican Grammar School Bariga, and then Hussey College Warri. And I remember, how I was ushered into the school. The senior students then, looked at me. I was very small. I was very, very small, but I was small in size, but very sharp with my mouth. Yes, so I was ushered into a Coley house, and I had the present, it was a former minister, of communications, Festus Pobeni was my house prefect, and the former managing director of group managing director of NNPC, Jackson Obaseki, was a deputy prefect in the house. And so these were the two seniors that they handed me over to. I couldn't really be very, very good in sports. I mean, I was not as big as those boys who had muscles, who had developed their muscles properly, so I couldn't, But I was good. By the time I got to Form 4, I was, and then 6th Form, I was in the Literary and Debating Society. I was the president of the Literary and Debating Society. I was also the president of UNESCO Club, and I was also the president of Drama Club, the Dramatic Society in Mercy College. I took part in school debates, inter-school debates, representing Mercy College. And then I headed, the Drama Society. In fact, I was the lead actor in many of the plays. Many of the drama series, for instance, She Stoops to Conquer, we acted, Macbeth, I was in it. And in 1969, when Gowon, then head of state, visited Midwest, we were chosen because of this play. There was a drama piece called A Soldier's Challenge. I was a soldier in that drama piece, and that was the drama piece that was used to entertain General Gowon at the time, who was the head of state. In fact, we were brought all the way from Warri to Government House here in Benin, to present that play, and I was the lead actor.
He actually had a delay in entering university, but didn't give up.
You know how it is in those days. I mean, going to the university, it was synonymous with wearing academic gown. As secondary school students, we looked forward to getting into the university and wearing academic gown, And after my A-levels, because I was determined to read medicine, I did not get into medical school. So I decided to take a teaching appointment somewhere outside. I actually went to Elisha, to teach. We used to come to Lagos, pursuing the admission, coming to check and to make sure that, and suddenly, this opening came for students to go abroad to USSR, and I was invited for an interview in Benin. I passed the interview and my name was shortlisted, and then I got the admission to go to the USSR, to study medicine. Around that same period, I got in my passport, I'd gotten everything. Suddenly, I said, okay, let me come to Lagos, but let me visit Unilag, where I'd applied, to medical school. And I went to Ideh, and shockingly, I saw my name on the list of students who had been admitted. So I had to take a decision between going to USSR and then to stay in Lagos. And I decided, I was not going to go abroad, because then there was this feeling that if you went abroad, you were a failure. I mean, you couldn't make it here. That's why you were going abroad, to go and, people who went to America or, if you made it here, you made it here. So I said I was not going abroad.
In the month of December 1980 occurred a triangle of events in his life: business, politics, and his personal life. He deviated from medicine so early, entered into canoe business that later metamorphosed into big-time marine business, and now a ship owner. He owns hospital and many other businesses. As a politician, he was many times a commissioner and served in other capacities. But the climax of his life was his marriage, which gave birth to his beloved children.
I thank God for my life. I thank God for having, a wonderful lady as my wife, who stood by me all the way. My wife has been the pillar of support in everything I have done. She has been there for me, completely and totally dedicated, to me. In fact, I cannot trade her for anything. Nothing. Sometimes, life has a way of directing you to your destination. Because I knew my wife when she was a little girl. We had just come to Benin. We were living on Forestry Lane, and the mother had a shop on that street. Many years later, when I graduated, we're having this conference, this Ishekiri Youth Conference in Warri, and we also invited the mother, who was then a permanent secretary, to come and give us a talk, just like we invited Mr. Prest. And the mother brought the two daughters, to the conference that we organized. And it was at that conference that I saw this light complexion, young girl, and I just approached her and gave her some magazines of ours, and then asked for her number, a telephone number, and well, shyly she obliged me, and that was it. From that telephone number, I started. I worried the hell out of her, calling her, and and so that's how we started talking, and that's how we started dating. Somehow I knew that, from that moment, that she was the one I was going to get married to. And so the courtship was just for about a year, and we married, here in Benin City. And then the children started coming. I'm happy today. We have 5 biological children, 3 girls and 2 boys. I'm very happy God has blessed me with these children through my wife. They've all done well in their individual lives.
How does his wife, Dr. Mrs. Valentine Ideh, in household describe the celebrant, Dr. Alex Tosin Ideh?
He's my husband, my lover, my friend, a politician, a doctor, a golfer, Rotarian, brother, grandfather, friend to many, a Knight of St. Paul, an orator, and a wonderful writer, and everything that I want him to be. I married him 40 years ago, and I have no regrets now, because he's a wonderful father to my children, Valentina Aboyowa Ojobo, and her husband, Dr. Ehi Ojobo, together with their children, Dr. Olire Afon, and her husband, Bisi Afon, and their children, Omasa Okoboshi and Cheidu Okoboshi and their daughter, Tosan Alex Ideh Jr. and Rookie Ideh, and Barrister Preston Ideh, and Ina Dambo, who we are going to welcome to the family soon, as well as Osayuki Ideh. We thank God for their lives. We thank God for what He has done. He has also given us a set of twins among our grandchildren. We actually have a set of identical twins, apart from very many children. So he has been, to me, a godsend. He has helped me in my business. He has encouraged me. He encouraged me to go into private practice. And he has stood with me all the way, starting his clinic in Turner Hospital, and then allowing me to veer into private practice on my own in Airport Road at first, and then moving to our own building, which was a present for my 60th birthday. So that's been a wonder. And it has helped to grow my practice, which is practically the best eye clinic south of the Niger today. Tosan is a really generous person. I think I would say I met him many years ago as an actor. He's always been very good with words, but when he proposed to me, he wasn't acting, it was real.
My brother has done very well. For his age, going to be 70. And I didn't expect he's going to look so good at 70 like this. Because I think when he was 28 years, he was already grown with white hair everywhere. And we used to look at him like an old man. But still looking strong and handsome at 70. He's done well for that, yes.
He's a father. He's a father to all, and he has been a blessing to my life. Since I've stayed with him, I've learned a lot from him. He has taught me a lot, things that are good, and how I should take the life. Yes, so he's one of a kind, like a father, like everyone wish to have.
Daddy, Dr. Alex Tosan Ideh, is a father, a unique father, who has carried all of us under his wings. He looks after us. He's very particular about family. He loves that family unit, and he has been a father in all sense of the word.
Today, I think that with God on our side, we've done very well. He's actually a very generous person. Generous with family, opening the house out to members of the family to come in, and reaching out to people in his community, Ubege, and also Koko, where he comes from, making sure that things get better for the community. From a very, very young age, he veered into politics because he felt that he actually wanted to do something for his community, which is an oil-rich area where a lot of the proceeds from Nigeria come. And so over the years, he's ventured into politics and done his bit for his community as God would allow him to. So I thank God for his life, actually. He reaches out to his friends too. He's had friends who have been ill over time, have died over time. He has reached out to help their families. And also he has lost quite a few siblings, but he has stretched out and made sure that the children of the siblings are well taken care, as well as his brothers would have liked them to be taken care of. His mom stayed here for 27 years. And as a son, normally one would think that a mom would stay with the daughter. But he was a very good son, and he looked after his mother. Obviously, we did it together, but we're very pleased to have an opportunity to look after her, because I think that is what the good Lord will wish.
We are about 7 boys in the family and a girl. And we looked up to him because he was a very smart young boy, when we were growing up. And a lot of people, where we grew up, were always looking at him as somebody that's going to be very great. He is a family man. Apart from we, the immediate family, he's done well too for the children, he's done well for the extended family, and even down to when we say to the natives, that's the Shekiri people too, is done great.
He has helped a lot in different way, psychologically, mentally. Sometimes the things I do that he sees that is not really good, he calls me like, look at this thing you are doing, it's not nice. You have to do it this way. So when he talks to me, I listen to him, because whatever he's saying from his mouth, once I do it, it's true. And it has helped me a lot to build myself and build my self-confidence and know the kind of person I am. And he is a very wonderful person.
First is distinctive white hair. His ever glowing traditional outfits. I don't think there's anyone that wears it as good as he does. And then he has a very good sense of humor. And I will also say he has a charm that when the children see him, they in fact, they're always so excited.
Growing up, we never clashed at all. We never clashed. We lived together like one, you know, because we are all boys, and there was big understanding because of my father and my mother. You know, we lived together like one. So most of the time, I can't even remember if there was anything like fighting in between us at all. No, you know, we were just living normal children and good children.
As a doctor, he started off practicing medicine in Turner Hospital. Turner Hospital still exists today. And he left to go into business because he felt that that way he would be able to do more for all the people who he needed to reach out to. It has been a wonderful journey together. Politics has also taken part of his time. I always say politics is a hobby, but it's a very serious hobby to Tosa. And he makes sure that he uses this to reach out. To his friends who are always there for him, Mr. Mene, his mentee, to his friend Theo, to his brothers Jolomi, Andy, to Alero, all the special friends he's also had from Hosi College, the Hosi group, the Shekiri community in Benin, the Shekiri daughters and wives to which he's a patron. All these people make him happy. He's always glad to stretch out and reach out to them whenever the need arises. He also has a very strong hold with his Lagos friends, that is the people who he went to university with, people like Tolu, friends he has abroad that he keeps in touch with. And I think all this make him very happy.
Daddy is someone that he does, I don't know how he does it. He does everything at once. He's a politician, he's a father, he's a businessman. He finds time to do everything, and he will still find the time to pick up the phone and say, Mrs. Ideh, how are you? So I admire that all-rounder in him, and he's totally committed to whatever he does. Daddy and his wife, they are inseparable. When you see them, if you are not married or you don't have, or you're not in a relationship, you wish you have one. And I thank God anytime I go around them, you know, I'm always happy that I go back home to meet my husband because they are just a joy to behold. They are always happy, never any dull moments. He adores his wife, and they are a perfect, beautiful couple together.
He loves his children and he loves his wife so much. Since I've stayed with him, there has never been a quarrel or any misunderstanding. Just like they are living, they are best friends. They love each other, they love their children, and all of them work in the same way, the same thinking. Everything goes, there's just fluently. There's no issue, nothing. And he understands his wife very well.
So as he turns 70, he's gone on to the 7th floor now. God has allowed him to see the 70. I pray that he will give us very many more years together so that we can do more things with the children. I love your smile. I love the look on your face when you cock your head and your face sort of has that little, crooked smile. That to me is a perfect Tosan that I like. So Tosan, I wish you all the best as you turn 70. I pray God gives us many more years together to be with our children. If there was a second life, I'd choose you all over again. But I think then we will start speaking Shekiri to our children very early. And I would probably make a more effort to learn the language early. But like I say, one speaks Chinese, the other speaks French. You can't have it all. So we thank God for his wonders to us. And each Christmas, there are people who say, I hope this Christmas we're going to get our Christmas rice. So this Christmas, even though we've given up the chapel to thank God for his mercies and the youth corps block, the widows are still expecting their rice. It actually started off as a little gift to our friends' wives. And now it has sort of turned into something where people in our church community look forward to whatever we do for them at Christmas.
Now, how does Dr. Alex Ideh feel at 70?
Well, I'm happy that at least I'm strong enough to still be able to jog, to run, to swim. I thank God for good health that he has bestowed on me. If you have wealth and you have no health, you have nothing. I thank God that God has given me good health. And I pray, that these will be transferred to my children. Just like my mother, grew to 99. I hope that God will give me the grace of growing up to such an age in good health.
As build-up to the main event, Prime Optical, one of the biggest eye clinic in the whole of South-South, hosted her annual eye camp program to mark the 70th birthday ceremony. There was praises, prayers and presentation of special gifts by the staff of the hospital to the celebrants represented by his wife, Dr. Mrs. Valentina Ideh.
All members of staff here, we wish that a very happy birthday, and now we want to receive your
The family of Dr. Alex Ideh, relatives, friends, and associates both in Nigeria and in diaspora wish him happy 70th birthday in different ways.
Happy birthday to a wonderful role model and a big brother. As you turn 70 today, may the grace of the Lord shower unto you in good health and many more years to come.
Dear Grandpa, I'm wishing you loads of love, good health, prosperity on your 70th birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I hope you have a fun day.
Happy birthday. Enjoy it.
I want to use this opportunity today as you turn 70 to say thank you. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for provision. Thank you for being a great father. I wish you many more years of peace. I wish you more grandchildren. I wish you more love. I wish you what you wish yourself. I wish you peace, prosperity, and harmony in your years to come. Happy birthday, Dad. We love you.
Happy birthday, Daddy. 70 is no easy feat. I wish you long life, prosperity. You have seen your children, you have seen your children's children, and we know that you are going to go on to see your children's children's children. I'm so glad that you're my dad. There's so much that you have taught me and I've accomplished from you. I'm so grateful. So today we just wish you a happy birthday, and we hope that you continue to achieve all of your dreams. Happy birthday from the Okuboshi family.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Happy 70th.
Hi, Daddy. So this is me, Olire, wishing you many, many more years. I'm so glad we're here today to celebrate with you on this wonderful occasion marking your 70th birthday. I still remember when we were 40, you had that big party at the house. I don't remember your 50, I remember your 60th, we had that cruise, and I'm so glad, you know, that we're here to celebrate 70 with you. Thank you for being such an amazing dad. Thank you for being so supportive, you know, especially with me. Thank you for guiding, for correcting, for loving, and for the discipline you instilled in us growing up. I love you so much. You're one of my favorite people in the world, and I look forward to many more phone calls when I call or when you call and you be like, Dr. Afon. I love you so much, Daddy. Thank you for everything. Myself, BC, and the kids are so appreciative of you. Thank you. I love you so much. Mwah.
Happy birthday, Daddy. I love you so much. Abundant blessings, good health, long life, and prosperity. I'll also say we are grateful for what you have done for us with the children. We say God will continue to guide you, protect you, strengthen you, and give you abundant blessings. Say once again, happy birthday, Daddy.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Congratulations on turning 70. As you turn 70 today, we wish you all of God's blessings, all of His many mercies, and many exciting years ahead. We're super proud of you as our dad for taking care of us, for bringing us up, for making sure we are here today. And none of us would be here, not me, Val, Oliwe, Tosan, Omasan, and all the in-laws. None of us would be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you for all the great moments growing up, from everything from teaching us how to polish shoes, to wash the car and wash the carpet, and all the fun things. Thank you very much, Daddy. We wish you many more years ahead. Amazing years to 80, 90, 100, 110. And we look forward to always celebrating with you. Happy birthday again, Daddy.
Happy 70th birthday to you. I pray that you live more than 100. Tosan is my son-in-law, but he's more than a son-in-law. He's like a son to me. He and my daughter Tina have married for 40 years. I pray that their marriage will last for over 60 years, like my husband and I.
I'd like to take this occasion to wish my brother-in-law, Dr. Tosa Alex Ideh, many happy returns. He has been steadfastly supportive of my sister, Dr. Tina Ideh, all these years. He's also been very supportive, I'd say tremendously supportive of my family, the Uka family, all these years, and has stepped in to be de facto head since my father passed. We cannot express our gratitude for all the support he has shown all these years, and on this occasion of his 70th birthday, we wish him many happy returns and many more years.
Dr. Alex Tosa Ideh is a man of many parts. Dr. Ideh is a distinctively unique personality. a family man that is deeply religious and cares for the underprivileged. Dr. Ideh is a proper Shekiri man and a very, very patriotic Nigerian. Politically, Dr. Ideh is a leader of leaders. Very tactical. He's a tactician and a resilient politician at that. Love him or hate him is a political colossus. He's a very generous person, but very prudent. On the occasion of his 70th birthday, on behalf of myself, my wife, and my children, I want to wish him good health and happiness on the 7th floor of life and beyond. Oh, Simine, happy birthday.
If I flatter you to say you're a very nice man, you will feel I'm flattering you. But the truth is you have touched so many lives. Right from when you were growing up, I could recall when you used to buy me novels. You bring them to me and say, Anera, you must read these novels so that you grow up well. I also recall when you went to London years ago, when you just finished school, and you bought so many clothes for me, especially the khaki cream jackets. I used it for so many years, but I thank God that you have your own family now with your beautiful wife Tina by your side, your children by your side. Thank God for your life. I give God the glory for sparing you.
Happy birthday, sir. On your new age, 70 is another life. I wish you happy birthday. I wish you all the good things about life. Most importantly, good health. Continue to be your portion. Happy birthday, sir. Stay blessed always.
It's that time of the year again for us to celebrate a wonderful father and grandfather, Dr. Alex Tosan Ideh. He has been a living legend to us all. His life is one to emulate and copy. We are so grateful to be part of his life. City, Pembroke City, Pembroke City, Pembroke City. That's happy birthday in Welsh from all of us here, Majimite, Esisi and family from Cardiff.
I wish you the very best. More happiness, prosperity, good health. You're an achiever, a patriot, patriotic Nigerian, and a great son of Prince Iginua. May you live long. Peace of mind. Best of luck in everything. Ciao. Bye-bye. Love you.
Doctor, I wish you long life, prosperity, blessings, and you are going to do more great things in life. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your time.
Daddy, I wish you a happy birthday. I pray that God Almighty perfects all that concerns you. I pray He grants you long life to continue to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I pray that all your heart desires, God will bring it to perfection. It will manifest everything that you want and He will make it perfect. Long life in good health, in wealth, in abundance. But above all, Daddy, try and calm it down now and start to enjoy yourself.
Daddy, I wish you happy birthday, long life and prosperity. I wish you the best of all to come. I wish you love, peace in your family.
Tosa, I'm glad to see that you are 70. I wish you many, many more years in good health. And I still look forward to waking up together, us praying together, and you jumping out of bed to get onto the treadmill or jump into the swimming pool, and with me in tow afterwards. So I pray that we'll have many more years. We can travel together and do the things we love, stretch out on the plane and enjoy the flight. So God bless you now. Continue to keep in tow my Knight of St. Paul, my friend, my lover, as I always say. And I wish you well. God has kept you safe so many years from all the flights, the travels by road. He has kept you safe. I pray that He continues to shine His light on you and keep you safe from all dangers. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
The celebrant has this to say in appreciation.
Well, I'm happy that God has brought me to this stage of my life. It's a time for reflection. And as I reflect, I think people have made a difference in one's life. Friends have stood by one. Brothers and sisters have stood by one. I appreciate all those who have stood by us, by my family, my wife, my children, myself, up to this day. And I pray that as you have stood by us, may God also meet you at the point of your need. Thank you.
JAP TV staff and management also wish a special 70th happy birthday to you, Sir Dr. Alice Ideh. Congratulations.